All right, now sometimes in sports, highly ranked teams avoid each other to pad their records or stats. Not so in track and field, where powers try to catch each other in Carrollton. Here's a dizzy Jon Nelson with the rundown. John.
And like most of the country, much less the state, everyone chased south. A 4x100 time of 41:21 gives you an example. They best Elbert County by 0.4 of a second, and Southwest DeKalb's number 2 team finishes third in the meet, 1.5 seconds behind.
Elbert County was team, and was Carrollton Doug. We knew that was a meet of champions when we got him here, but lived up to the expectation. It was just as good as we expected to be.
Now, what's the meet without Angelo Taylor highlights? He cruises in the triple jump to a win of 49.5 and moves just as easily on the track. He makes it look almost too easy. And get this, Terrence just told to go run the 300 intermediate hurdles, and I'll let him take over from here.
Well, the first thing that went through my mind was the fact that we needed some points, and so I couldn't complain because the most important thing is winning and helping out the team. So therefore, I just had to do what my duty called for me to do.
Now, if you look at the 4 schools that attended this meet, they've won 13 state titles in the last 10 years. Douglas and Southwest DeKalb have won 4 in a row and 5 of the last 6 in Quad A. And if you ask a lot of the runners for Southwest DeKalb about this weekend's Carrollton Relays, which right here, there's a lot of confidence going around.
This Saturday at Carrollton Relay, I'm looking to jump about 50 feet. I felt pretty good, but I know I could have done better than I did.
But once again, if you canvass all 4 schools, some felt they have room to improve, like Southwest DeKalb, just need room to move. From the Humanics Track in Carrollton, Jon Nelson, Prep Sports Plus.
And that event took place at Carrollton. All right, now, so you think the guys at Southwest DeKalb are fast? You should see their girls. Our Charles Ward talked with a Lady Panther who's burning up the track.
Last week, we profiled the track and field prowess of Southwest DeKalb High School as they vie for another state crown and national recognition. This week, we're back at SWD to highlight another rising star in track and field, junior Terri Robinson. And at the recent Georgia Indoor Invitational, Terri showed that she is indeed a rising star. In the highly competitive meet, in the 60-meter dash in 7.75 seconds, and she finished first in the 200-meter dash with a time of 25.37 seconds. And while the dash is not run at the high school level in Georgia, both Terri and her coach were impressed by her strong showing.
So I was ready for the dome, but you know, you had to be mentally prepared. I was mentally prepared and physically prepared, but you know, it was really just the grace of God, really, that I won, because I had been doing some things wrong in practice and stuff. And so when I got, I know I had to do all this stuff, put all the stuff that I had been learning together and all this stuff. So I put it together, you know. I guess I came up on top by doing it.
She won the 60 meters in the dome. She 100 meters at the Georgia Relays on this past week. And she's just doing an excellent job in the early part of the season. If she stays healthy, I think we got one of the best runners in the state of Georgia.
With such an impressive start to the 96 track and field season, Terri hopes to make her junior year a year to remember, as she only recently started participating in track and field.
She came here in the 9th grade. She came from St. Louis and moved here. And since she's been here, this was the first year she started running. And she made varsity the first year. And she went to state as the top runner in the state region. After that, came back the second year, and she was in state in several events, the 4x1 relays, the long jump, the sprints, of course. She's winning the 100 last year, and
because of Terri's athleticism and dedication to the sport, the Lady Panthers will be counting on her to perform several track and field duties this season. But in order for this rising star to have a stellar season, she knows that she has to perform well in the sprint competitions, and she's already got some goals in mind.
Well, in the run 11.5 in the 100, and in the 200, I would like to run 23.5 to 9.
With Terri's level of talent and her positive mental attitude, the future looks mighty bright for this rising star. From Southwest DeKalb High School, this is Charles Ward reporting.